Greetings metalheads, welcome to another edition of the Friday the 13th YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about a new release by a band called Fallen Sanctaury, who've just released an album on AFM Records entitled Terranova, which is a really fantastic album. It was released on the 24th of June 2022. Now this album features members of Serenity and also Temperance. George Nurser from the band Serenity. We also have the guitarist Marco Pastorani from the band Temperance. Now this is the band's first album, Terranova. Now the two became very good friends in 2018 and did some touring together. Now the current band's lineup consists of George on vocals, we have Marco on guitars, we also have Alfonso Mosirio on drums and bassist Gabriele Gonzi on bass guitar. Now, George's other band, Serenity, have done 3 albums on Napalm Records. The first album was released called Words Unfold, Dreams Unveiled in 2007. And then the second album, Fallen Sanctaury, in 2008. And in 2011, the band released the third album, Death and Legacy. Now, as I explained, the band's second album for Serenity was called Fallen Sanctaury. So the name seemed very perfect for this new project. Like I said, Serenity are a little bit more symphonic metal. These are slightly different, but they do have these similarities of the symphonic metal movement. With the new band, Fallen Sanctaury, their music kind of reminds me a little bit of Camelot and Labyrinth, and also a vibe of the English band Power Quest. This album is very symphonic and it has some really good elements and some really good playing. The vocals are fantastic, and like I said, if you like bands like Camelot, Labyrinth, Nocturnal Rites and bands like that, you're going to really like this album. The production's really well put together, it comes with 11 songs in total. The band released their first promotional video on YouTube, which was entitled Broken Dreams, which was a really good song and received some fantastic reviews and response from the fans alike. With about 4 band members, you have an Italian musician and also an Austrian singer. The production on the album is fantastic. Like I said, it's got a really solid, crisp sound, but I'm not 100% sure who produced this album, as the biography doesn't tell me. But all instruments pack a punch, and like I said, there's some fantastic playing here and some really good vocals. So if you're into the symphonic metal style, then you're really going to enjoy this album. There's some really good bands out there in the symphonic metal movement, and this being a new album by a new project or new band is really well worth checking out. Now the album clocks in just over an hour, and it's a really good album. Like I said, the album cover is really interesting as well. I like the artwork. I don't know who did the artwork, but it's a fantastic cover. I'm going to show you the cover at the end of this review, or at the beginning of the review, so you can check it out. At the end of this review, you're going to be able to check out a song from the album. So I'm going to put up a promotional video for you to check out. Let me know what you think, if you like what you've heard and what you're hearing. Much appreciate it. Like I say, it is a good album. I'm going to give this album 4 out of 5. It's a really good, fantastic symphonic metal album. I'm going to tell you what songs to check out. So songs to check out is the title track, Terranova. This kind of reminds me a little bit of Power Quest, a really good band from England, as well as Italian band Labyrinth. I also like the second song, Now and Forever. This is a really catchy song, has some really good riffing, really well put together, and it has that kind of Camelot vibe to it. Broken Dreams is a really good song, and it kind of reminds me of Italian band DGM. Rise Against the World is a kind of cross between DGM, Labyrinth, Camelot, and a vibe of Power Quest. The song On the Top is kind of more of a symphonic AOR song, kind of reminds me of a little bit of Heat, maybe Eclipse, as well as the symphonic bands that I've already mentioned. It's a much slower song, but really well put together. Some fantastic singing, some really good playing. Now, the more I listen to this album, I can start to hear bands like Stratovarius slipping in, which is a kind of cool thing, because Stratovarius are one of the godfathers of symphonic metal. And if you listen to the song Destiny, you'll see why there's the Stratovarius vibe in there. The next song, I Can't Stay, is an acoustic ballad, which is a really good song, really well put together, some nice playing here, and some fantastic vocals. Now the next song, Trail of Destruction, is kind of moving a little bit more towards the AOR symphonic metal vibe. It's not as heavy as the other songs. It's a really catchy song and really well worth listening to. Other songs on the album is No Rebirth, Bound for Our Legacy, and Wait for Me. Now like I said, this album is really symphonic, but it's more directed towards the Italian symphonic metal vibe. So like I said, if you like DGM, Labyrinth, you're really going to like this, with a hint of bands like Power Quest, Stratovarius, and a little hint of bands like Nocturnal Rites. So this is a pretty good album. Like I said, it's got a really nice production, some really nice playing, some fantastic vocals. I'm going to give this album 4 out of 5. The album is called Terranova and it's released on AFM Records. The band is Fallen Sanctaury. Thanks for watching, folks. Hope you like the review, and listen to the song at the end. You might like it. Cheers. Thanks for watching.